To the Americans and the innocent Mexican woman who died in the shooting, and it lays blame on the 5 men who are tied up on the ground, essentially saying they were undisciplined and they took action without any orders from cartel leadership.
Fox's Bill Malugin. Alec Murdaugh's conviction and life sentences for his wife and son's murders are appealed by his defense attorneys.
The trial lasting 6 weeks, but deliberations lasting about 3 hours. One of Murdaugh's defense attorneys, South Carolina State Senator Dick Harpootlian, taking to Twitter to say this is the next step in the legal process to fight for Alec's constitutional right to a fair trial.
Fox's Kristen Goodwin. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
Southern Heritage Bank is your local community-focused bank. You'll see our teammates proudly.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
.com. It is 7:02, Mix 104.1. We're on MixTV.tv. We're also on your phone, your mobile devices through the Mix 104.1 app, a free download at mymix1041.com. Good Friday morning. Right here at the top, we want to remind everyone that Mix 104.1 will have live broadcast coverage of the Bradley Central High School, the Bearettes in the state semifinals today at 12:30. The Bearettes will play in the state semis against Cookeville, and that'll be 12:30 Eastern Time, 11:30 in Murfreesboro. I know a lot of you are probably going over. It's our coverage supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Now, we will have the Hardee's pregame show beginning at noon today on Mix 104.1. That will also be on MixTV.tv. If Bradley wins today, they would be in the championship game tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern Time. So if Bradley defeats Cookeville today, and on a bunch of you superstitious folks, I know, but we got a plan here. So if Bradley wins today, beats Cookeville, they would play either Bartlett or Green Hill tomorrow at 2:30 in the state championship game. And if that happens, we will have it here on Mix 104.1. And we would go, of course, on your phone or mobile device through the Mix 104.1 app at mymix1041.com. So you can do that. We want to mention that right here at the top. Breaking news from last night. Erlanger Health Systems confirmed that Life Force 6 crashed in Macon County, North Carolina, while transporting a patient last night. Erlanger says that everyone on board is alive, but could not give details of their conditions at this time. Once again, Erlanger announced that Life Force 6 crashed in Macon County, North Carolina, last night while transporting a patient. But Erlanger has said everyone on board is alive, but did not give any more details at this time. The Bradley County Board of Education had a lengthy meeting last night, and during the meeting, a lot happened. Dr. Linda Cash, Bradley County School Director, announced that Make a Change Day that will take place on March the 31st. Over $60,000 has been raised the past few years. That is for the Sack Pack program for students who do not have enough food on the weekend or over the weekends. Big change in sports. Administrators discussed the plan to move middle school volleyball and softball to mirror the high school sports calendar. The change would allow Lake Forest and Ocoee Middle to compete in the state middle school tournaments. So they would move volleyball to the fall and also softball to the spring. The changes are proposed for the upcoming 2023-2024 seasons. Dr. Linda Cash also announced that discussions have begun to create an award process to honor distinguished alumni. She said committees will be formed and work with school principals to help create the process. Of course, that came out of the Bradley County Commission vote to honor Ryan Howard with the ceremonial naming of the portion there of South Lee Highway in front of Bradley Central. Now, part of the lengthy agenda came about when the proposal was made to add a set work session every month for the Bradley County Board of Education. And board members will talk about additional work sessions and also the current bid process. And it was announced, of course, Bradley County schools will be on spring break next week, beginning on March the 13th. So you can go back and watch the Bradley County Board of Education meeting at mixtv.tv. All right, bringing you now the unemployment rates for the area announced yesterday. The unemployment rate, this is for February, included, let's see here, Bradley County, which came in at 3.6%. That's up 0.5%. This is January, actually. I'm sorry. Up 0.5 percentage point from December. So 3.6 in Bradley. Polk County, 4.3%. That's up 0.6 points. And McMinn County came in at 4.5%. The Chattanooga Times Free Press is reporting a Charleston city employee has filed a federal civil rights complaint against the Charleston city manager and city recorder, alleging discriminatory actions affected his bid for a Bradley County Commission seat. The complaint filed February 22nd with the United States Department of Justice Civil Rights Division. In it, Charleston Public Works Director and former Bradley County Commission candidate Chris Scoggins alleges that city manager of Charleston, Carolyn Guerin, and city recorder Janet Newport in February of this year told city employees that, let's go back, in February of 2022, told Charleston employees, elected officials, a local ordinance barred them from publicly supporting the Scoggins campaign. Scoggins says in the complaint, quote, the city recorder and city manager advised employees and city commissioners, along with the mayor of the town, that they could not openly support or campaign or display signs in the name of the city employee who's running for office, end quote. And it continued, it was found that the city manager was citing an old city code or ordinance that had been outdated by federal law for over 30 years, end quote. And Scoggins lost in the May Republican primary to longtime seat holder Louis Alford by 83 votes in a three-way race. He believes the outcome might have been different had there not been his what he's calling alleged interference. That is local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. And we've got Ashley in this morning for Bridget. And Ashley, we did confirm what Bridget is doing. Is that correct? Hang on a minute. Go ahead.
Yes, at least I was wrong. You had no idea, but I was wrong.
Well, no, I did have an idea, and I want to go on record. I knew, you said that she was judging Miss Tennessee.
And we looked it up, and it made sense. We Googled it, and it was this weekend.
No, it's not this weekend. It's in the summer, and I was right. What is she doing?
I Googled it. She's doing the Miss Teen Volunteer America contest.
Well, it's fine. I mean, and where is it?
Oh, I didn't ask her that.
I think it's at Austin P, isn't it?
That's where... Oh, is that what we Googled?
That's what you said. So you're saying Google was wrong and I was right.
No.
Miss Tennessee is in the summer, and we know that. And that's in Memphis or Franklin, somewhere. Not Memphis or Franklin. It's in, actually, it's in Jackson. So what's Bridget doing? Some other...
Some teen. Miss Teen Volunteer America.
Okay. All right, so that's where Bridget and her mom are, and I think, of course, Bridget had to swing by the Betty Ford Rehab Center and pick up her mother and bring her back over. All right, let's get a check now of traffic. What's going on?
All righty, it's here the Don Ledford Buick GMC Truck Annual March Mania event, and they say yes to low interest rates and 90 days till your first payment. Visit their showroom on North Lee Highway in Don Ledford in Cleveland, where they say yes. The roads do look clear out there. Remember that it is raining a little bit in the area, so they are slick and wet. So if you see anything we should know about, give us a call on the Volunteer Ritterpest Mix line 614-6499. You can also text us that on the HHM text line. And this traffic is brought to you by Waste Connections. They work with the communities and the businesses they serve to make sure all forms of waste are handled in ways that are reliable for their customers, safe for their employees, and respectful for the environment.
All right, it is a Friday morning, 7-11. Get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list. What's happening?
Yes, happy birthday today to Jonathan Picklesheimer. Stacia Shahan also has a birthday today. So
How old
is
she?
I don't know.
She's still walking around the mall?
Yes, she is still.
All right, God love her.
Yeah. Happy birthday to Dr. Bill Estes at Lee University.
He's ready. He's what?
He works at Lee University.
Well, yeah, he's a dean of something over there. We can't figure it out. But Dr. Estes is all excited about Mix Madness, which starts Sunday evening once the brackets are set on Selection Sunday by 7 p.m. as 60 Minutes comes. Well, it's the Oscars, too, Sunday. It's going to be a big night.
You're busy.
Very busy, but you don't have half a clue of how busy I am. But anyway, you can go to mymix1041.com. Join Dr. Estes. His wife, Virginia, won this Mix Madness several years ago, and she still talks about it.
Yeah.
And as well she should.
Yes.
Who else is celebrating?
Maylee Calhoun is 7 today. Michelle Morgan, a teacher at Parkview, has a birthday today. And Sean and Pamela Hobbs is celebrating their 22nd wedding anniversary. And for Saturday, Mark and Holly Kelsey are celebrating their 23rd anniversary. And on Sunday, happy birthday to Stephanie Austin.
Over at Tonova. We love Stephanie.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
If you have a birthday or anniversary you want to add to the Simmons Bank celebration list for today or over the weekend, you can give us a call on the Volunteer Ritterpest Mix line 614-6499. You can do that on the HHM text line, also that same number, or do it on our website, mymix1041.com.
13 minutes after 7 o'clock, Ashley's wearing a Montana shirt. I'm wearing a San Francisco 49ers shirt. And, you know, Ashley, as you predicted, the 49ers would win the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Sadly, they weren't in it. But it's funny. You've got Montana, Joe Montana. I've got the 49ers.
See?
We didn't plan this either.
We don't talk in the morning.
Oh, Lord. We don't talk anytime, thank God. All right, so today is Middle Name Appreciation Day. And we're doing, of course, we're going to take something like that and do a contest. So we're giving away a free entree from Martha Ann's Hot Chicken and Cold Treats. And all you have to do is tell us your middle name. You can text or call 423-614-6499. That's your entry. Just tell us your middle name. What is your middle name, Ashley?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Ashley Elizabeth.
Oh, were you named after the Queen?
I know. Never asked my mom that, but I'm sure.
Have you ever spoken to your mother? Do you
All the time.
do you talk nowadays?
Yes, all the time.
My sister's name is middle name's Elizabeth.
Really,
Lauren Elizabeth, whatever she is now.
I was almost Ashley Lauren because of the clothing back then. Remember that?
Oh, is that right?
I do know that. Mom said that.
Oh, man. Well, I was almost Ralph Lauren myself. But anyway, Ralph Lauren. But you know what? Holden should have been Ralph Lauren. Anyway.
Oh, that'd be cute.
So you're Elizabeth.
Yes.
Well, very nice. Well, I'm Stephen with a PH. Robert Stephen Hartline Jr. So what's your middle name? That's it. There's
What's Austin's?
Hey, well, he told me earlier, but let's go live. Austin, you're on the air. Please, no profanity. What's your middle name?
Edward.
Edward.
Austin Edward.
Okay, so we got Edward and Elizabeth. Two royal names here.
Sounds like we're on Harry Potter or something, too.
Aren't you Edward the Fifth? Is that right, Austin? We determined that?
Yeah, I think I'm the fifth in our fifth generation passed down that name.
You think you are? Oh, you're not. Oh, you're like just that name.
You don't even know where your name came from, Elizabeth. You have no idea. So you can't say anything to us. Oh, so now she's going to text her mother. That's nice. They haven't spoken in several years. All right, so send us your middle names. You can text those.
Dwayne's wife is Karen Elizabeth, and Ashlyn's is Ashlyn Elizabeth. See,
well, it's a popular name,
popular.
apparently. I mean, of course, you're a lot older than, well, sadly, Karen's a little older than you, and then but Ashlyn's a lot younger, so I guess that name has just continued on.
Just iconic.
I guess so. Why didn't I can all thank Queen Elizabeth? God love her. All right, so 7:15. Send us your middle names, 423-614-6499 on the HHM text line, or call those in to us. The Hardys, wake up. Come on.
Here it is, the hardest decision. It's the Carl's Jr. and Hardee's Happy Star. And the famous Star Burger. And the Superstar Burger. So many stars. My Rewards members get exclusive offers on the Carl's Jr. and Hardee's app.
Our slogan is better mattress, better price. And at Mermaid, we really do believe that because we use the highest quality of foams, the highest quality of intercoils that go into the mattresses, and we have the highest quality people working for us. We have a number of employees that have been with us for up to 30 years, and we're very proud of that fact.
We're here at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
We are here with great service.
We're here. We're here.
We're here.
We're here with great deals.
We're here for you.
So come get huge Nissan savings when you shop Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland and Cleveland-Nissan today. Home of the exclusive lifetime warranty.
Did you know 4 out of every 10 pills contain a potential lethal dose of fentanyl? 2 salt-sized grains of fentanyl can kill. Talk to your kids today about the risks of fentanyl. ATS The Bridge, speaking out against drugs, speaking up with a message of hope. Visit atsthebridge.org today.
Hey, it's Josh with Wholesale Supply. Our team members have been serving the Southeast with the best plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products for the past 75 years. Founded in Cleveland, Tennessee, Wholesale Supply has everything you need, from water heaters to kitchen faucets, from lighting to septic tanks. We literally sell it all. Don't believe me? Stop by one of our 32 stores across the Southeast and check it out for yourself. And tell them Josh sent you. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature is brought to you by Simply Bank.
From Lookout Mountain to Cleveland. From Red Bank to Collegedale. Luxury lives here.
Chattanooga Auto Square is your home for premium luxury automobiles.
And we have the largest selection in all of Chattanooga of pre-owned vehicles from every major brand.
Chattanooga Auto Square, Jaguar, Land Rover, Porsche, Infiniti.
Luxury lives here.
Kyle, his middle name is Evan. She's named after a soap opera. Some soap opera character. I thought you're, let's see. Who's Luke and Laura. Stefano DiMera, who, of course, sadly passed away in days of our lives. But, okay, so, James, okay, Ron German is James Ronald. Our buddy, Ron German, and then Jamie. Hey, Jamie, what soap was that? Probably one that's not on the air anymore.
So Mom said that I'm named after my grandfather's sister-in-law and my great-aunt in Ocala, Florida.
In Ocala, Florida.
Yeah.
There's an Elizabeth. There were a couple of Elizabeths. It's Middle Name Appreciation Day. Text or call us 423-614-6499. Ben Smith is coming up. who just retired as the Bradley wrestling coach yesterday. We'll talk about that with Ben. And let's go to the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center right here.
When Elmer and Joy Murray started making mattresses, the company was called Made by Murray or Murray Made. Thank you for continuing to support the same family-owned and locally made business, Mermaid Mattress.
Do you know I know Roger Pickett's middle name? And you know how I know it?
Why?
By his email address.
Oh, he uses it in his email address?
Cecil.
Ah!
Cecil. Not Cecil as in Cecil Fielder. It's Cecil. And I've asked, I said, is it Cecil or Cecil? He said Cecil.
There you go.
You say Cecil, I say 7:20. Let's get the weather. Come on.
Alrighty, high today of 59. Tomorrow, partly sunny with a high of 58 and a low of 45. And on Sunday, a high of 56 and a low of 39 with a 90% chance of rain.
When Sunday?
Sunday.
Rains every Sunday. If you notice, it rains every Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Your Simply Bank temperature is 50 degrees.
And it rains on the just and the unjust. Come on now.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Mosier Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
Getting more information about staff middle names. I almost called you Bridget. Ashley?
Gideon's middle name is Alexander. Gideon Alexander.
Very regal.
Yeah, I like that.
Very what?
Very powerful.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Well, Gideon's pretty powerful. He hangs out at
really is.
Health and Fitness like all the time.
He does. You want to read some more?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so let's see here. We have this. Why are you laughing?
Well, I mean, how long is it going to take you?
I don't work this thing. Dale Goforth is Austin. Dale. Austin.
Oh, do you hear that? Austin Dale Goforth was named after you. How old are I don't know. Dale, I don't know if he's older or younger.
I don't know.
All right.
Deborah Diane Bishop.
All right.
Let's see. Stephen Lewis's middle name is Frazier.
That's pretty good.
That's a good one.
Frazier. Hey, Stephen, why didn't I go with Frazier? Frazier Lewis. That's more interesting. And that comes from a Stephen or a Steve.
There's a Jordan Blaze Sharp.
All right. Very, very good. So we need to go here, but we're going to come back to it. Just keep sending them in.
I hear a lot about sin.
Text or call on your middle name. It's Middle Name Appreciation Day. We've got a Martha Ann's entree for you. And wrestling tickets coming up.
But I might go down to the river.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank account's too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom.
Direct Primary Care Associates, your place for health care. Fast access and on-time visits with no deductibles and no copays. The one-on-one time with a member of the talented staff makes going to the doctor a better experience. Direct Primary Care Associates offers telemedicine services and can do all routine labs. Check out all the ways Direct Primary Care Associates can help you and your family at directpca.com or call them at 650-4831. Direct Primary Care Associate. It's not insurance, it's health care.
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon. The voice of We the People. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Morning, everybody. My name is Doug Vierthal, General Manager, Cleveland Ford. As you can see, the long-awaited construction build has begun. We are definitely, so everybody knows in the community, expanding to support and to service the community. When you pull in, it looks a little bit confusing. We are open during business. Everybody should know that we have a bunch of new Fords in inventory. We have Broncos, we have F-150s, as well as a bunch of orders coming in weekly and monthly. If you need anything, you can reach me. My name is Doug Vierthaler. Look forward to talking to y'all soon.
Peyton Southeastern is hiring. You have the potential to earn over $21 an hour with new progressive pay rates, a $2 night shift premium, plus you're eligible to earn a $5,000 stay bonus. Peyton's in Cleveland has open interviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. and then from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
It's the Carl's Jr. and Hardee's Happy Star. And the famous Star Burger. And the Superstar Burger. So many stars. My Rewards members get exclusive offers on the Carl's Jr. and Hardee's app.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one. And there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great. And their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
On your mobile devices, download our free app presented by CHI Memorial at mymix1041.com. We will go on the air, though, at noon today with the Hardee's pregame show. It'll be Dwayne Williams, myself, maybe some others. We'll be checking in with Garry and Brian live from Murfreesboro during the Hardee's pregame. That will also be on mixtv.tv, so radio and television for that. And then, of course, here we go. If Bradley wins today, they would be in the championship game tomorrow, Saturday, at 2:30 Eastern Time. The state championship game against either Bartlett or Green Hill. All right, that's the other semifinal. So if Bradley wins today, if the Barretts win today, they play tomorrow in the championship at 2:30, which, of course, we would have here on Mix 1041 and the Mix 1041 app on your phone and mobile devices. A free download at mymix1041.com. There is other news this morning. A Life Force helicopter crashed last night. This in Macon, Macon County, North Carolina. Everyone survived on board, okay? Everyone survived on board. Life Force 6 crashed while transporting a patient in Macon County, North Carolina. Erlanger Health Systems announced that last night. We'll have more on that as details become available. A very long Bradley County Board of Education meeting last night. They covered a lot. And you can go back and watch the meeting, mixtv.tv. We will have highlights coming up at the top of the hour. But right now, in about 7 seconds, we're going to talk to Ben Smith. Hang on. This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland. All right. Well, we're joined now by Bradley Central High School wrestling coach Ben Smith, who made a big announcement yesterday. Ben announced that Bradley Central High School, I should say, announced that Coach Ben Smith is retiring as the head wrestling coach at Bradley. Ben, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Thank you for having me on.
Well, anytime, you're always welcome in. And I think you caught a lot of people off guard with this announcement. We had a lot of feedback. There's a lot of people talking about it because people just think the world of you. Tell me about this decision and this announcement.
Okay. Well, I appreciate, again, thanks for having me. The people that it's kind of hard to talk about because I'm still kind of processing it. But you know, there were people that needed to know, and if you read the post, which I stayed up late last night, I'm an early morning guy, and I go to bed. I'm a pretty routine guy, but I also believe very very firmly in affirmation. And you know, I took some time last night after I got home. Me and my family we went out to eat and, you know, try to enjoy the community. And I wanted to make a point to respond to every message I got and read and I looked at every share. I commented on every post, and I really didn't realize how many people didn't know. There were quite a few that did. The people that were in my circle know, but I think it was just a reflection of maybe how small my personal circle is. But you know, a lot of thought, a lot of time, a lot of prayer, you know. And if you look at the lineage of Bradley Central High School and the wrestling program, what it takes to sit in that seat is pretty exhausting, and it's a fairly short shelf life, you know. I mean, Coach Jackson was the head coach and I think coached for less than 20 years. Coach Logsdon did 20 years, and he did 15 and took 2 years off to get his master's and spend time with family, came back for 5. And, you know, within the past 5 years, it's kind of creeped up on me that, you know, this is getting I'm getting towards 20. I started when I was 21 years old, and you know, I graduated high school at Bradley at 17, college at 21, and so I started right away. But you know, the last 5 years with my family and our faith journey, and you know, just kind of looking at the timeline, and I was bringing in assistants that are not assistants. They're my best friends, and they're people that I could kind of set up that transition to where if I wanted to stay 30 years, let's stay 30 years. But if I didn't, you know, and again, meeting my wife later in life and our fertility journey, and just kind of where I've moved in my life as far as faith is concerned, I just kept feeling over the past couple of years, you know, the 14 to 16 hour days, the multiple weekends a month, even in the off season. You know, I mean, this past Saturday was my first Saturday home since January 1st. Wow. You know, wow. When you've got a 3-year-old, a 1-year-old, and a wife that needs you to be there, you know, and it's like I said, I got to a point where when I was with wrestling, because my wife will tell you, if I'm out of town and I'm at a tournament, you better check Life 360, because when I'm with my boys, I'm with my boys. And, you know, I try to be present with who I'm present with, but it got to a point where, you know, I'd feel guilty when I wasn't at home. And then when I was at home, I would feel guilty that, man, am I doing enough to keep up with Cleveland and Wilson Central and Summit? And so it was just this constant wrestling back and forth. And then, you know, the relentless pursuit of busyness, you know, getting involved with stuff at the church, and just the inability to say no. It just got to a point to where something had to give. And I felt like that through a lot of prayer and a lot of counsel that for the program and for my family, that was the right decision to make. So yeah, we made the decision official last week, and then thanks to Coach Reuter and the Barretts basketball, we had to kind of put it off a little bit. Yeah. But I wanted to get out sooner rather than later to aid in that seamless transition.
We're joined by Bradley Central High School wrestling coach Ben Smith. Bradley Central sent out a press release yesterday that Coach Smith has announced his retirement. Let me go over some numbers here. He was head coach 2011 to 2023. How about this career record? 228 and 67. Team state championships. There have been 4 of them. 2 duals and 2 traditionals. Team state runners-up. There's been 5. 3 duals, 2 traditional. 20 individual state champions at Bradley Central High School under this man, Ben Smith. Individual state medalists, 70 state medalists. 1 4-time state champion, Knox Fuller, and 1 most outstanding wrestler, also Knox Fuller. What do these numbers, what does all that mean to you, Coach?
Nothing. I mean, it's, you know, I wrestle with being probably too honest and too open and too transparent. I had to separate myself from numbers and my identity as a coach, because in this town, you know, if you finish second, that's not good enough, you know. And when you feel the shoes of a guy like Coach Logsdon, you know, who's responsible for 20 of those 26 state titles, and then you only win 4 of them in a 12-year career. You know, I'm very hard on myself, and I'm very critical of myself, and I had to quit looking at that, you know. And you know, when I got to sit home last night and really just kind of process it, and I started reading the text messages from former wrestlers and parents, and my wife kept asking me all day. She's like, "Have you read the story?" And I'm like, "No, I'm teaching class. I'm in the middle of school. Like I try to be present with who I'm present with, and I'm known for being pretty passionate and pretty intense, but personally and privately I'm pretty composed and I'm pretty calm. But I didn't want to get upset with I didn't want to get upset in class, and so when I was able to sit down and read, and Sarah, she goes to bed when the kids go to bed, but she laid on the couch with me and read everything that everyone wrote and watched me respond to every text, and I looked at her and I said, it amazes me at how many kids, not kids anymore, young men that I coached as an assistant, and even those first couple years when I took over for Coach Logsdon, when it was. I was not the guy I am now. There's a lot of stories where people, hey Coach, do you remember this? And I'll just kind of shudder my head and go, man, I'm grateful that I did not get fired for that. I'm grateful. How do you remember that? I don't even remember that. When I was a little bit more volatile, but being able to see the impact that some little dumb redneck like me from Southeast Tennessee that got cut from the basketball team at Truett that started wrestling, could have. It was humbling. So, when Mr. Spangler asked me to put together those numbers, A, I had to dig for them, but B, it was like, man, these don't really mean anything, because when you don't identify, like wrestlers specifically, we're really bad about if we identify, like most of us end our career on a loss. So you can't define yourself by that, and so when you found your identity in something bigger than that, and Coach Logsdon asked me after I took over for him, he'd just won 7 of the past 8 state championships, and there was no way in Hades we were going to win a state championship that year, but I was convinced we were, and we didn't, and I was devastated. And he was like, why do you coach? Do you coach for state championships or do you coach for transformation? And I'm like, well, that's a great question. Let's figure that out, because I just took over, so I'm either going to get fired, quit, or we're going to get better. And so, when you quit looking at the numbers and you start focusing on the life change and then your personal journey, then, those numbers are great. I didn't even really know some of those numbers. But again, me being me, I look at the win percentages and the numbers and the ones that you didn't win, just as a competitor. But you have to separate yourself from that and just go, okay, you have to listen to, the Dakota Reams who sends you a message about a moment in a state. He's like, the moment that he remembered was a moment where he lost the biggest match of his life, and where it was, just that you read these things and you're like, wow, well, maybe it is, it is all worth it. So,
Ben Smith, congratulations, buddy, and I am so happy you came in this morning. You've announced your retirement as coach of the Bradley Central High School wrestling team, and I hope that you'll continue to stay in touch with us as we go along.
Yeah, I'd be glad to.
Congratulations.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me around, and you got to do the political thing, and Johnny Mack and Mr. Shoemaker took a risk by hiring me many years ago, and then Dr. Cash and Mr. Spangler crazy enough to kind of keep me around for a while. So yeah, I'll be finishing up my master's degree here in a few months, and I'll be teaching leadership and PE at Bradley and helping track. But if they're lucky enough to let me stay around, then I'll still be around. But otherwise, I'll be a little bit more in the background and irrelevant, and I'll be in the stands cheering for these guys. I got about 45 guys that I'm walking away from, and about 16 girls that I'm walking away from that I feel very, very close to. And I won't be far, but I'll be far enough to let the next group transition smoothly. So.
Ben, congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, Ben. Appreciate you guys having us. My middle name's Michael, by the way.
Oh, it's a contest.
It's a contest.
Put him in.
Put me down.
Put him in. The Martha Ann's middle name contest this morning. It's National Middle Name Appreciation Day.
Yeah. And I do, unlike Lauren, I do know where my middle name came from.
Okay.
I was named after my uncle.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he was Michael. It's my mom's brother, and he we're from the Johnson City, Unicoi County area.
Yeah, sure.
Originally, and so I remember, when we moved to Cleveland, I played baseball, basketball, football like everybody else, and then when I quit growing and everybody else kept growing, Kent Smith was texting me. He actually cut me from the Truett basketball team. And I remember coming home, and Mom and Dad were like, "Well, why don't you wrestle? Like, you're a pretty rough guy, and your Uncle Mike used to wrestle." And so I was like, "Oh, did he?" So I went out for wrestling because my Uncle Mike went out for wrestling, and my Mom and Dad were like, "You're not sitting around here all winter. You're too hard to contain." So
see, it all comes together.
It all comes together on middle
name day. Are you kidding me?
He was one of the reasons I started wrestling.
Wow,
so. That's awesome.
Thank you, buddy. Great to see you.
Thank you, guys.
And I'm glad that you'll be sticking in here and staying close, and we'll talk soon. Thank you.
We'll be around. Thank you, guys.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Ben Smith. Oh, my Lord. So many of you think so much of him, and we had quite an outpouring, Ashley, when that announcement was made yesterday, and so we invited him in, and I appreciate him coming. It's not easy.
No.
You could see it's very raw, very real, and hey, he took made a decision for his family. Is really what he did, and he's a great guy. He really, really is, and I congratulate him and his family. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to sag here a little bit. 20 before 8. We're going to do sports. Then we'll come back around to the middle names. The middle names, I understand, are blowing up because, hey, folks, I'm getting middle names text to me. And quite frankly, I don't care what your middle name is. But you're sending me text here. Oh, well, those. I was getting some texts. I've got one from Cleveland Board of Education member Matt Coleman, who was congratulating Ben Smith. And
see, you were being mean.
Well, no, I didn't mean it. Well, I had some other middle names, but Matt, sign of a good coach more than a win-loss record, is the example you set for those young men and how they turn out in life. This coach is something special. Of course, Matt Coleman, a wrestler when he was at Cleveland High School. Lindsey Smith, BC Nation, Lindsey Bell now. You're still Lindsey Smith in my phone. Bradley Central, Nation, BC Nation loves Ben Smith. And oh, by the way, hang on. I'll just sit and read my phone. You guys, does everybody mind? Do you have just a second?
It's good radio. It's perfect.
Jonathan Cantrell was named after his grandfather, who started Caldwell Paving. Jonathan Roy Cantrell. Put John Cantrell, or hey, I'm going to start calling you Roy. Put Roy in the Martha Ann's contest. Free entree from Martha Ann's. And we'll get to more middle names in a second.
Okay.
Elizabeth. That's your name.
Yes, it is.
My name is Stephen. Middle name. First name, Robert.
We'll start calling you Robert.
But we don't make these decisions, do we?
No, we do not.
Go to the CHI Memorial Sports Desk as far as what you're called. CHI, well, especially around here, CHI Memorial. Hello, Human Kindness Sports, sponsored in part by the Town Squire. We got a state semifinal game today at 12:30. Larry McDaniel, you should have seen him. Oh, my goodness, Ashley Elizabeth, when Bradley won the other day at the last second, Larry got up on the counter. I had reports on this. Ben Enscore told me. Larry was dancing on the counters of the Town Squire.
See, that would be something to see.
It ain't the first time.
No, goodness.
But that was in the 70s, and we don't even, early 80s, we don't even talk about that.
So around 1:30, 1:45, so hang out at Town Squire today, and he'll be hopefully on the counter. Well, yeah,
we hope he's back on the counter.
Right.
Did you know the Town Squire has tuxedo rentals? Yes, they do. For weddings, proms, special occasions, come in and check out their tux department. The Town Squire's been offering tux rentals for over 4 decades. Pick out a traditional style or a fashion trending tux in slim or ultra slim fit. They have it all. They have the latest colors and style to fulfill your rental needs for formal attire. They offer t-shirts to tuxedos at the Town Squire since 1977. Thank you for allowing them to serve your clothing needs all these years. The Town Squire in the Stewart Park Plaza at 1717 Key Street Northwest, Cleveland, Tennessee. Well, let me get one more here. Elizabeth Kaler is talking about Ben Smith. Elizabeth's the elementary supervisor, Bradley County Schools. She said, since the texts are pouring in, yeah, they are, about Ben Smith, what a, quote, what a fine coach and builder of character for my son. How about that? Man, are we getting just an unbelievable outpouring for Ben Smith, who, it surprised a lot of people and caught a lot of us off guard. But as he came in here this morning, if you missed the interview, go back and watch it on mixtv.tv. But we've had quite an outpouring for Ben this morning. Everybody loves him and did a tremendous job at Bradley Central High School. And following my friend Steve Logsdon, not Lawson, Steve Logsdon. Anyway, but look, and what Turner Jackson set forth in that program, and it just continues with excellence. And Ben's just a wonderful guy. And we're getting a lot in about him here this morning. All right, let's do it. All right, it's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. Sponsored in part by the Town Squire. The Bradley Central High School Bearats will be in the state semifinals today. At 12:30, they'll take on Cookville. We'll have it live right here, Mix 104.1 and the Mix 104.1 app, which is a free download at mymix1041.com. Our coverage supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. We'll have the Hardee's pregame show at noon today. We'll go on the air at noon. They're the second game. Bradley's the second game today, so we'll say it's going to be approximately 12:30 Eastern, 11:30 Central. A lot of you are going over. The pregame, Hardee's pregame, will be on Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv. We'll have Dwayne Williams in here, Garry Owenby, Brian Gresham live from MTSU. And then, ladies and gentlemen, if Bradley wins today, they would play tomorrow in the state championship game at 2:30 Eastern time. 2:30 Eastern tomorrow. If Bradley wins today, they would play either Bartlett or Green Hill. That's the other semis, and they would play tomorrow at 2:30. And, of course, we would have that right here on Mix 104.1 and the Mix 104.1 app. Download for free and for your phone and mobile devices, mymix1041.com. McMinn Central High School. The Chargerettes won their quarterfinal game yesterday. The Central beat Gatlinburg Pittman 62-50 in Class 2A. Central will take on Gibson County in the semifinals today at 5:30. You heard the interview or saw it with Ben Smith, but that is definitely in our sporting news this morning. Ben Smith has announced his retirement as head coach of Bradley Central High School Wrestling. What an outpouring for Ben, my goodness. And he deserves it, folks, I guarantee you that. SEC Tournament, Tennessee over Ole Miss, 70-55 yesterday. They were about an hour later than planned because the game before them went to overtime. More on that in a second. Tennessee will now play Missouri today, 3 o'clock. In Nashville, Talk 101.3 The Buzz, the SEC Tournament. Tennessee Athletics on Mix 104.1 and The Buzz, presented by TVFCU. Tennessee, Missouri, 3 o'clock today. Talk 101.3 The Buzz and the Mix 104.1 app. Mississippi State over Florida, 69-68 in overtime. That was right before UT. That's what set them back in time-wise. Arkansas beat Auburn last night, 76-73. Vanderbilt over LSU, 77-68. Patrick Ewing is out as the head coach of Georgetown after 6 seasons. All right, Lee University, the Lee Lady Flames will play in the NCAA Division II South Regional tonight under the direction of Coach Marty Rowe. They will be playing tonight in Tampa, Florida. We'll have it live right here at 7:30 on Mix 104.1. The Lee men will take on West Georgia tomorrow night at 7:30 in the NCAA Division II South Regional. They're playing in Fort Lauderdale. Now, folks, this is tournament time, so a lot will, as far as what station, we'll have them on one of them. Talking about the Lee Flames tomorrow night, either here on Mix 104.1 or on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. And starting, we're going to start Mix Madness, presented by Kia of Cleveland, Sunday evening. So the brackets will be set at 7 o'clock Sunday night. At that point, go to mymix1041.com and fill out your bracket. We have thousands of dollars in prizes this year. It's all presented by Kia of Cleveland. All right, right, it's time to win with our friends at Championship One Wrestling. They are back tomorrow night. Championship Wrestling at the old McDonald's School. They had hundreds of people out last Saturday night. Had a wonderful time. If you'd like 4 free tickets to tomorrow night's big Championship One Wrestling event, call us right now on the Volunteer Redipest Mix line at 423-614-6499, 423-614-6499, or text in right now for same number, 423-614-6499. We're going to take calls and texts over the next 5 minutes. 4 tickets to Championship One Wrestling tomorrow night at the former McDonald Elementary in McDonald. Bell time 8 o'clock. Doors open at 7 tomorrow night. They had hundreds of people there last Saturday night, and it's going to be a big night tomorrow night. If you want 4 tickets, call us or text us now. You got 5 minutes. Let's do it till 7:55 at 423-614-6499. And no, I don't have the voice this morning to do the wrestling, the whole deal. No.
Allergies.
I guess so. I don't know what it is.
Pollen.
Pollen allergy or what? T.L. Lowry. It's something. I don't know what it is, but anyway, here we go.
Looking for the dealer. Mix 1041 and Honda Cleveland are giving one deserving firefighter in our area a chance to win a 2023 Honda Civic. Nominate your favorite firefighter today at mymix1041.com.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Remember Me Senior Care is Cleveland's first assisted living and memory care neighborhood. They specialize in assisted living for those who are still active with a community of indoor and outdoor activities. They also provide memory care living for those who are facing life with dementia. Learn more online at remembermesc.com or call their office and set up an in-person visit at 423-473-3140. Remember Me Senior Care, a culture of care your loved one deserves.
Mix Mornings on Mix TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mix Mornings on MixTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9. MixTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
Bender Realty is helping to keep the community thriving during this pandemic by offering no-contact online tools for buyers and sellers in the real estate market.
Especially in this day and time with COVID, it makes a lot of the buyers are not wanting to get out and walk into someone else's home, and even sellers may not want people in their home. We can actually do a virtual tour with our phones and send it to our clients.
Walk through a property without having to actually be there and see all the intricacies of the property and the things that they may or may not want.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Direct Primary Care Associates, your place for health care. Fast access and on-time visits with no deductibles and no copays. The one-on-one time with a member of the talented staff makes going to the doctor a better experience. Direct Primary Care Associates offers telemedicine services and can do all routine labs. Check out all the ways Direct Primary Care Associates can help you and your family at directpca.com or call them at 650-4831. Direct Primary Care Associates. It's not insurance, it's health care.
When you do that, your entry for Marthy Ann's, a free entree from Marthy Ann's Hot Chicken, Cold Treats. My buddy Joe Keel for a great lunch or dinner. Keith Street across from Life Care Corporate. Wonder what Todd Fletcher's middle name is. Criminal? Smooth Criminal? Would that be it?
Todd Smooth Criminal?
I don't know. Hey, Kelly, Kelly Howell, I wonder what hey, Kelly, what's your middle name over there? I'd say Life Care. I don't know. Think about that, but we got that coming up at 9 o'clock. We'll announce the winner. But first, our Simmons Bank celebration list. What do you got?
Ready. Happy birthday, Jonathan Picklesheimer. Stacia Shahan has a birthday today. Dr. Bill Estes at Lee University has a birthday today.
Billy Earl. He's Tennessee Billy Earl every year on Mixed Madness. I love it. His wife won Mixed Madness. Virginia did several years ago.
Maylee Calhoun is 7 today. Michelle Morgan, a teacher at Parkview, has a birthday today. And also Sean and Pamela Hobbs are celebrating their 22nd anniversary. Saturday, Mark and Holly Kelsley are celebrating their 23rd anniversary. Ashton Estrada has a birthday. And Wade Patterson, a pastor at Spring Place, has a birthday also. On Sunday, Stephanie Austin at Tenova has a birthday, and also Rod Howell has a birthday. So if you have a birthday or anniversary you want to add for today or this weekend to the Simmons Bank celebration list, you give us a call on the Volunteer Ritapest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us on that number and do it on our website, mymix1041.com.
Todd Wayne Fletcher.
Oh,
I don't think that's really his real name. You know, Danny Murray's middle name is Ray. He's Danny Ray. Danny Ray Murray from Western North Carolina over there. Guarantee you that. All right, Ashley, who we got? Who are we hearing from?
All right, Dwayne's middle name is Lee.
Dwayne.
Dwayne Lee.
So when I voice text Dwayne, I have to say Dwayne to get the spelling right.
Because it wants to do D-W-A-Y-N-E.
Exactly, like Dwayne. Well, that'll be another one. Anyway, who else we got?
Leslie Renee Bennett.
Okay, that's good.
Adam Brad Milloway. Stephanie Anna Helena Harvey. Pamela Charlene Martin Hobbs. Joshua Watson Rogers.
Watson. Hey, Josh, did they go to the, were they going to, Dad and Mom going to Tip Top Food Town back in the day? Watson's a family of fine supermarkets. Is that right?
Ivy Rose Rogers.
Oh, I like that.
Violet Sophiana Rogers. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, Josh.
Of course you are.
And then Georgia Lillianne Rogers. Jamie, he must forget her middle name.
Oh, snap. Well, that was actually RFRV saying that.
Ben Michael Smith. Jonathan Roy Cantrell, and Austin Vol Matthews.
Austin what?
Vol. V-O-L?
Mm-hmm. Austin Vol Matthews?
Mm-hmm.
Middle name is Vol.
V-O-L,
now,
yes.
we've got Neeland and Manning Raper, so I wonder if Neeland and Manning Raper know Austin Vol Matthews. And then you wonder, I mean, is there a Peyton in there somewhere? I mean, do we have, is anybody,
yeah.
you know? Huh?
I'm sure there's a Peyton somewhere.
So those children, let's see, they've been about 96, 97, 98. So you fast forward, 20. My math is horrible. 10, 20, 26 year, 25, 24. Do I hear 24, 25? Kim Stone, 24. Kim Stone, what's your middle name? 24, 25. All right.
Okay, I have to ask you something.
Please.
You shot a home and garden, spring home and garden segment last night, didn't you?
Last night at matter of fact, at Wholesale Supply Group.
Mm-hmm. And what did you sit on?
With Joshua Rogers. What do you mean?
What did you sit on? What did he have you sit on?
For the first time in my life. Well,
no, please don't say
that. You'll see why she's laughing.
We're going to have to call a doctor.
I'm a NASCAR driver. Well, no, I was going to say, for the first time in my life, well, if one would say in public, but for broadcast purposes, he had me sit on a Kohler toilet.
Yes.
For the deal.
You sat on a potty.
For the. Well, yeah. Now, wait, I go back that far, then maybe my mother probably. Who knows? Only the Lord knows. But yeah. Sat on the toilet for Wholesale Supply Group.
See.
Yeah. And there's another little surprise. We won't go into that.
Oh, God.
Something for everyone. All right. Thanks, Josh. MixTV.tv, and we're going to go on the air at noon today. It's 8 o'clock. Going to have Alison Pryor in a second. Hey, Austin, what's her name? Alison, is she joining us here in a minute?
Oh,
yeah. Smoke break? What are you doing?
To Zoom and see what we got.
What?
I said she should be, yes.
She's going to zoom in with us here in a second. All right, so we'll come right back with more. Bradley and Cookeville, by the way, at 12:30. We go on there at noon. Today in the state semifinals of there in Murfreesboro. They'll start at 12:30 Eastern. That's 11:30 Central. I know a lot of you going over to watch that, and some people are combining that with the SEC tournament. Tennessee will play at 3 o'clock today against Missouri Eastern Time. We'll have that talk, 101.3 The Buzz. But we're trying to really push this morning, get this out there. If Bradley wins, then they would be playing in the state championship game at 2:30 Eastern Time tomorrow against either Bartlett or Green Hill. If Bradley wins the semifinal at 12:30 Eastern Time today here on Mix 104.1, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group.
Oh, look, there's Allison.
Then, is she up? There she is. Then, hello, Allison.
There.
I'm talking about Bradley, so I know you don't care. You're a Cleveland graduate.
I am a Cleveland graduate, but I'm still hoping that Bradley will win. You know, you got to support the whole county when it comes to this time.
There you go. I agree with you. So Bradley, 12:30 today in the state semis against Cookeville. If they win, they play in the state championship tomorrow at 2:30 right here. If they win, that'd be the championship tomorrow right here on Mix 104.1. Well, Alison Pryor joins us live from Local 3, and you got some guy. Oh, it's old Paul.
Hi. Paul Shaheen, come say hello to Steve Hartline in Cleveland on the radio.
Paul, how in the world are you?
You're legit live on the radio right now.
We're live on the radio right now, and people can watch the live stream online.
Steve, good to see you, bud. How are you guys?
Paul, how bad do you miss sports? Because Callie has you working now at, what, 2:30 in the morning? Is that right?
You know, if I had $1 every time someone thought or asked that. But honestly, I thoroughly enjoying being a fan right now.
Yes.
I think I wasn't able to do for years.
Well, Paul, you and Allison are doing a tremendous job there in the mornings, and you guys have got a great thing going. And where are you from originally, Paul? I've never asked you.
No problem. Born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, raised small town Connecticut, and I've lived in Pocatello, Idaho, which is a beautiful part of the country, not seen by many.
Oh, well, Paul, it's great seeing you here, and you're doing an excellent job.
Thank you. Y'all enjoy your conversation and have a great weekend.
All right, buddy, you too. All right, well, speaking of the weekend, what's happening, Allison, for us this weekend?
All right. So, last week, if we just think about it, we were focused on the storms that were heading our way. Today, the good news is, there's a couple of residual sprinkles out there this morning, but pretty much any of the rain for today is wrapping up, and by 9 a.m. it's going to be out of here. Now, the clouds are going to linger a little bit longer, but those clouds will be clearing up for the afternoon, kind of partially clearing out, allowing for more blue sky and sunshine. So Friday afternoon into the evening time is actually going to be pretty nice. Now, it's not going to be like Monday or Tuesday with really warm temperatures. Highs today around that 60-degree mark, and wind coming from the northwest. So you're going to be good to go for your Friday afternoon plans, Friday evening, and Saturday daytime. You also don't have to worry about any rain. So Saturday will be the pick day of the weekend for your outdoor plans. Clouds will be increasing through the day, but still staying dry. High temperatures on Saturday around 58 degrees. And then Saturday night, though, rain returns, and that rain is going to be ongoing on Sunday, especially Sunday morning. So keep that in mind for your Sunday church services that you're heading out to. Just make sure you have the raincoat handy. You're getting to church slowly and safely. And then we'll be having to watch for some additional rain, even possible for Sunday afternoon. So if you want to have indoor plans, Sunday's probably the best day for movies, taking that afternoon nap, whatever it may be. And then Saturday, the best day for something outside.
It's Alison Pryor with Local 3, of course, a Cleveland High School graduate. Alison, how can we watch you on Local 3?
Yeah, we're on every Monday through Friday morning on Local 3 News from 4:30 to 7 a.m.
Hey, Alison, listen, so we've been doing a March Madness bracket challenge for about 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
If you do not join our March Madness, it's called Mixed Madness Bracket Challenge. This is our final conversation. And I hate to put it that way, but...
Whoa.
It's a little intense this morning.
Well, I mean, listen, the staff, they all, we do it in the employment contracts. You must be in Mixed Madness, and you're one of us now. So, I mean, you got to do it.
Well,
come on.
Can I just make a little plug real quick about March Madness?
Please.
Because not only am I a Cleveland High School grad, but I'm also a Thurman University graduate.
Oh!
That topic because we're in UTC land, and Thurman beat UTC in the Southern Conference Final, but I'm really excited that my Paladins are going to make it for March Madness.
For the first time since 1980, they will be in the NCAA tournament. What now?
So I'm excited about that. I don't know if they're going to win anything, but
they won't, but it's fine.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's fine.
Alison, it's National Middle Name Day, Alison. What's your middle name?
Well, I hope that everybody has a wonderful weekend.
She's not hearing you. I don't have you.
Oh.
Ashley, who's filling in for Bridget, just mentioned today is National Middle Name Day, and she asked your middle name.
Oh, my middle name is Marie.
Marie.
My sister's middle name is that.
Yes, and we have a line of Maries in my family.
Well, very good. Alison, have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next week. But, hey, mymix1041.com, and I don't just want you in it. I want you to tell all my friends at Local 3 they better get in it, or sadly, Channel 9's on the other line, okay? Oh, no! We can't say that to Alison Pryor.
No, we can't.
What's wrong with you?
No, we
Pat,
cannot.
boy, I tell you, Pat Fuller's going to kick me all over Cleveland.
You got to be careful. People in Cleveland love me, so
well,
be nice.
we all love you, but listen, we got to get Local 3 involved in this. Have a great weekend, Alison. Thank you.
All right, everybody do as well. Bye.
Bye. We can't. Why would you write me these terrible notes?
If anyone's watching Mixed TV, I haven't written you anything.
Well, yeah, you have. You're right now.
I didn't pass it to you.
That we have Channel 9 on the other line?
No.
If they don't all get in Mixed Madness? Well, that's insane.
I did not say that.
Terrible. All right, back in a second. I'm going to blame Rick's Plumbing. Hey, Josh and Jason, I'm blaming you totally. By the way, World Plumbing Day, today's National Middle... There's a day for everything. You know this by now. Today's National Middle Name Day. Tomorrow, seriously, Sarah Clark, serious. World Plumbing Day.
Okay, the post tomorrow for World Plumbing Day is you sitting on the Kohler toilet at Wholesale Supply. Bam! We've already got the post.
There is a move afoot. There very well could be. Hey, now. Come on now. All time. us together,
Josh,
buddy.
I need that picture, please.
No, Josh, if you send it, then sadly we'll have another. Well, you know what? Let's see. Who would be his competitor?
Oh, you be nice.
Let's see. Channel 9's on the other line. If they say, we can talk. All right, back in a second.
This news update is brought to you by Rick's Plumbing Service, a family-owned business specializing in new commercial and residential plumbing. Call Jason or Josh at Rick's Plumbing Service, 423-595-6143.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland Studios. This is Talk 101.3 The Buzz, WCLE, HD2 and 101.3 FM, W267BI Cleveland.
Best Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
All right, so we're come back now, Mix 104.1. Yeah, we're running a little behind there, but, you know, who's keeping score? It is, well, sadly we are. 9 minutes after 8, let's check our Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol. Ashley in for Bridget this morning.
All righty, it's here, the Don Ledford Chevrolet Annual March Mania event, where they say yes to low interest rates and 90 days till your first payment. Visit their showroom on North Lee Highway, Don Ledford in Cleveland, where they say yes. The roadways still do look clear out there. There is some water on the roads from the rain this morning that Alison said is moving out of here and should be out of here in the next little bit. But if you see anything on the roadways or traffic-wise we should know about, give us a call on the Volunteer Red-Pest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us on the HHM text line. The same thing. So there you go.
All right, there it is. Back in a second with the news.
This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance, your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated. Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland, 423-339-3231.
You need new tees for spring and summer? Take a look at the selection.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year, offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices, keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups, making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us!
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of we the people. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Morning, everybody. My name is Doug Vierthal, General Manager, Cleveland Ford. As you can see, the long-awaited construction build has begun. We are definitely, so everybody knows in the community, expanding to support and to service the community. When you pull in, it looks a little bit confusing. We are open during business. Everybody should know that we have a bunch of new Fords in inventory. We have Broncos, we have F-150s, as well as a bunch of orders coming in weekly and monthly. If you need anything, you can reach me. My name is Doug Vierthaler. Look forward to talking to y'all soon.
It's the Carl's Jr. and Hardee's Happy Star. And the famous Star Burger. And the Superstar Burger. So many stars. My Rewards members get exclusive offers on the Carl's Jr. and Hardee's app.
Being around people is my joy and my passion. So when they come in here, I do feel free to carry the integrity that Mermaid has. No matter what your job description is here, somehow or another, you're impacting somebody's life.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway.
Time at MTSU. We'll have coverage here on Mix 104.1 and the Mix 104.1 app supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Now, we'll go on the air at noon today with the Hardee's pregame show, and then Bradley and Cookeville in the state semifinals, 12:30 Eastern, 11:30 Central. If Bradley wins today, They would play in the state championship game tomorrow, Saturday, at 2:30 Eastern Time, 1:30 in Murfreesboro. They would play either Bartlett or Green Hill. If they win today, they'd play Bartlett or Green Hill in the state championship tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern Time. That would be here on Mix 1041 and the Mix 1041 app on your phone and mobile device. Free download at mymix1041.com. In our news this morning, we have learned Erlanger Medical Center has announced that Life Force 6 crashed last night in Macon County, North Carolina, while transporting a patient. However, Erlanger said that everyone on board is alive. They all survived, but no more details were given on their condition at this time. A long Bradley County Board of Education meeting last night. They covered several things, including Dr. Linda Cash announcing that Make a Change Day for the SAC PAC program will take place on March 31st. They've raised over $60,000 the past few years. The volleyball and softball seasons for middle school will change to mirror the high school seasons, and so Lake Forest and Ocoee Middle can participate in state middle school tournaments. Volleyball will be a fall sport. Softball will be a spring sport beginning the next school year. Dr. Linda Cash, in responding to what has happened with the Bradley County Commission and their vote, along with the Cleveland City Council, with Ryan Howard getting the ceremonial naming of that section of South Lee Highway in front of Bradley Central High School. Dr. Cash, and also responding to Louis Alford, the Bradley County Commissioner, talking about and making a motion about looking at how they honor Bradley Central High School athletes and county athletes, really, in the future. Dr. Cash said at the meeting last night they've begun to create an award process to honor distinguished alumni. Dr. Cash said committees are going to be formed, and they'll work with the principals to create the process. The board also discussed adding additional work sessions to their schedule. That was really the lengthy part of the meeting. All that discussion, of course, we don't have time nor the wherewithal to get into that fully this morning. But we would encourage you, if you have more questions about that or want to see it, go to mixtv.tv. Quickly, Bradley County's unemployment rate 3.6%. That was actually up a little bit, up about a half a percentage point in December. And if you're wondering about the rates that the Federal Reserve will be doing later this month, watch the employment numbers today nationally. They will be announced nationally. Everyone looking at those very closely to see if the Federal Reserve probably going to raise the rate again. But as to how much, a lot's going to depend on this employment report that is coming out actually at any time. All right, that's the news and local and state news. Logan Thompson Law News Desk, sponsored in part by Mark Shepard Shelter Insurance. And sadly, Mark Shepard is now in Cleveland. Mark Shepard Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777.
This is Thomas Williams with Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Stop by today.
Peyton Southeastern is hiring. You have the potential to earn over $21 an hour with new progressive pay rates. A $2 night shift premium, plus you're eligible to earn a $5,000 stay bonus. Peyton's in Cleveland has open interviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. and then from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
You guys had a great call last week with Tanner.
He did an excellent job. The boy's getting even better every time, and I know you don't want to talk about it, but you have been in prison, and you sadly just got out. So Gary, I'm glad. Well,
Steve, I wasn't gonna bring that up. You work with people and their money, but just cut out of the county jail, buddy.
Oh well, Gary, there's so much to talk about this morning. Hey, do you have some time? We got a few questions sent in for you here.
We do, and I'm excited to have Tim McDermott on the line with us, who's our portfolio manager and runs our Jacksonville, Florida office as well.
Hey, good morning, Steve.
How are things in Jacksonville, Florida?
Jacksonville, Florida is beautiful this time of year.
I guarantee you got a much better football team, it seems like, once we got Urban Meyer out of there.
We are growing and improving every year, it seems like.
You sure are. Well, all right, so I tell you what, we've got Gary and also Tim joining us from the Jacksonville office, Guardian Investment Advisors. So Gary, Linda from Cleveland heard your spot here, your commercial on Mix 104.1, talking about that program that's giving folks, get this, a 32% bonus. She says, how can this be real, Gary? Tell me about it. Gary, what about it?
Well, the key thing is that she needs to realize this 32% bonus that one of our great companies has given us, that money goes towards future income, death benefit, or if you need some type of long-term care needs. So if there's someone out there, let's say you're 2, 3, 4 years from retirement, or you just want to put money back to leave your children and grandchildren, you get a 32% bonus day one, Steve. So if you put $100,000 into this program, day one, you've got $132,000 sitting. Another great thing about this program, it has no risk. So if the market goes down,
I think we lost. Tim, are you still there? He said goes down and the phone went out. I think they're both gone. We're going to have to reset. You know what? And I know what happened now. Stacy is here from Direct Primary Care Associates. Did you hang up on poor Gary because you wanted to get on the air?
Yes.
Why would you?
I wanted to go first.
This is very mean. We had Gary on the line, then he said the stock market goes down, and then he hung up.
I'm pushing people down and stepping on their faces
We're gonna try
to get to you first.
Well, I mean, you know, join the club, okay? Let's see here. Let me, and I'm going to we'll try to reestablish contact here. But Stacy, while, look, folks, it's a juggling act. It's live. It's raw. You can't keep a good man down, can you? You can't keep a good man down, Stacy. Hey, Gary, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
well, I don't either.
We totally lost. Well, actually, I do know what happened. We got Stacy. I want you to meet Gary. Gary, Stacy. Stacy's with Direct Primary Care Associates. She's up next. I think she walked in and hung up on you so she could get on the air.
Happened. That's exactly what I think happened.
That happened again. Is he gone? He's gone again. Are we having an issue? Right, we'll go discuss this, please, with the folks out there. Austin, is that you hanging up on Gary? What's the matter with you? Gary. Well, we're having more issues than we know about. Stacy, I'm going to talk to you while we try to get the phone system.
So I'm Plan B.
Well, no, you were on deck. You were on deck, so now you're hitting.
Okay.
It's Gary's fault?
Yeah. That makes you feel a little bit better about it, doesn't it?
Oh, I guess so. Well, hang on, Stacy. I was about to. Now Gary?
Steve, are you there now?
Yeah, I know.
Don't move.
Pal.
Are you all right? Gary, I've got you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, buddy.
Okay, let's just pick right back up. I don't know what's going on, but back to you.
Well, we were talking about a promotion we're having with one of our companies right now. It ends April 3rd. This company is offering folks a 32% bonus day one into a retirement vehicle. This can be IRA, non-IRA, whatever they want to do. 32% bonus day one for income, death benefit, or some long-term care benefits. Again, this ends on April 3rd. There's no risk to this program. There's no fees to this program. It's just a great way to build money for wealth, for income, and or for death benefit. If anybody's interested, they should give us a call because, again, it ends on April the 3rd.
All right, what's the number, Gary?
423-710-9199. 423-710-9199.
All right, do we still have Tim with us on the line?
I'm here. Yes, sir.
Hey, Tim. Hey, we got a question for you, buddy. Alex from Chattanooga watched your TV show last weekend. The discussion was about future inflation. Alex wants to get your thoughts on inflation and how someone can be prepared in retirement for higher costs.
That's quite the loaded question, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're seeing more and more questions about inflation, right? For the last 10 years, it hasn't been the biggest concern in folks' retirement plans. And if you didn't plan for it over the last 10 years, you might be in trouble today. And so I think making sure you have room to expand your budget or your income over the next 20, 30 years in retirement, it's got to be a crucial part of planning. Otherwise, those eggs that you used to buy are now, $7, $8, $9, $10 a dozen, and it's going to be a lot harder to bring those home, or bring home the bacon, as they say, I guess. But making sure you have a plan that includes some increasing income, I think, is crucially important. Just like what Garry talked about there, that same program has an option to have an increasing income that's guaranteed for the rest of your life. And something like that can really help in making sure that you have that income to bring home the bacon.
Gary, thank you, Tim. We have another question for you. Susie in Athens is asking about life insurance. She's had a 30-year term policy for 22 years, no longer needs the coverage. Does she keep it or just stop paying on it?
Yeah, I mean, she's probably paying a very low cost for that insurance. So I'm going to give her two options. One, if she doesn't need the coverage anymore, I understand that. But if you're paying, $50, $100 a month for a significant amount of coverage, it might be worth keeping. However, I do want her to know there is an option out there to sell your life insurance policy. I know that sounds kind of odd, but there's companies out there, Steve, that will actually purchase your life insurance policy from you. So she might be able to give us a call, go through our program. Let's see if they'll offer her a cash option to buy her out of that life insurance policy. This is something that's very popular now because, again, most people buy insurance in their 40s and 50s to protect the debt of the house, the debt of the car, college. This is a way to say, hey, I don't need that coverage anymore. Can I get some of my money back? And that's an option that we can give you. We just got to put you through our program and see if it works.
It's Guardian Investment Advisors. One more question, Tim. We have Charles in Ooltewah curious about Roth conversions, and he wants to know, should he do a Roth conversion for 2022 or start this year in 2023?
Great question. I think things get a little confused sometimes, right? So we always hear about making contributions before tax day happens. And conversions work a little bit differently than the contribution side works. So if you're going to make a conversion, the conversion has to be done before December 31st of the year that you would like to make that conversion in. So unfortunately, we're set up where we have to do it in 2023. That's not necessarily a bad thing. We just need to make sure that your taxes make sense so that we don't push you into the next tax level for 2023. And usually I don't do those conversions until that November, December time frame, so we have a pretty clear picture of what your taxable year is going to look like.
Gary, Guardian Investment Advisors, you're waiting to hear from people. How can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, Steve, just call our office, 423-710-9199. You can also go to our website. It's GIAPlantoday.com. And our website, as you know, Steve, it's I got our last 10 radio shows on there, and then it also has about 28 of our TV shows on there. So people can go check us out at GIAPlantoday.com or just simply give us a call, 423-710-9199.
All right, Garry, Thurman, and Tim. Tim, what's your last name?
McDermott.
Tim McDermott. All right. So today, is National Middle Name Day. We're actually having a idiotic contest here on this station. And so all these people are calling and texting their middle names and to try to win. Well, it's a great prize, though. Martha Ann's a new hot chicken cold treats. So I need to get your guys' middle names and actually add them to the list. And if Tim wins, we'll make him drive to Cleveland and get it. And what was that?
We'll ship you your chicken sandwich.
Yeah, all right. So, Garry, what's your middle name?
My middle name is Edward.
That's been a popular name today. We've heard a lot of Edwards. Tim, what is it?
My middle name is James, named after my grandfather.
I love it. Tim James. And, all right. So tomorrow's a big radio show, Garry. Planned today, owned tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. right here on Mix 104.1 and The Buzz.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Our radio show, Steve, is getting better and better. I think the point of our radio show is to educate folks, give them some ideas on how to handle their retirement planning. And also, it's for our younger folks out there. We give some great ideas on financial tips and things like that. So please check out our show tomorrow, 9 o'clock on Mix and The Buzz. We'd love to have you listen in and give us a call.
James Edward and Garry Edward and Tim James. There we go. We'll just mix up the names. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Happy Friday, brother.
All right, you too, brother.
But,
I mean, he hung up on us 15 times. So, I mean, I'm just, I don't know what to do now. All right, it's 8:29. Coming up, Stacy, we're going to talk to you. Do you have just a second or do you need to go?
No, I have a second.
You sure?
Just a second. You got me on early enough today. You didn't push me off to the
I didn't push you off any time. And Stacy's going to tell me how my head's going to fall off if I drink another Coke Zero. So that'll be entertaining for all of us. Coming up, you notice she's wearing Montana. I'm wearing the 49ers. How about that?
That's awesome. Y'all are representing out here.
And Bridget is back in rehab. God love her. She's got some fake contest she's supposedly judging. What is it called?
Miss Teen Volunteer.
Nobody. I mean, that's not. Sorry, that ain't real. Okay, that ain't real. Stacy, what's your middle name?
Cherie.
Cherie.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, I tell you, let's just go here. So first of all, let's get the microphone closer to you. Would you like to come in from the hallway? And then let's talk here. What are we going to talk about this morning?
Well, first of all, do I have any real chance of winning this middle name program?
No.
Okay.
But it's nice that you at least tried.
Okay.
But we
Thank
appreciate
you for your honesty.
Yeah. Hey, well, you got it.
Unfortunately.
Direct Primary Care Associates. My goodness, you guys are exploding right now, aren't you?
We really are. And, we come in here often and we talk about the savings that we provide to the community. And that is a very important part of what we're trying to do. But to us, the biggest part of what we're trying to do is also to provide quality care to the community. On our friend Rob Alderman, his What's Happening, Cleveland, Tennessee Facebook page, we'll see often people posting, I'm looking for a good doctor in town. I'm looking for a good primary care provider. Does anyone have recommendations? Someone who will listen to me, someone who will spend time with me. And I think oftentimes people are willing, to pay a little bit more for something that's better quality. And that's something that's very important to us at Direct Primary Care Associates. We know that people are looking for a place where they're going to be heard, where they're going to be seen, where someone is going to spend time with them, where they're going to have access to care, a place where they're not going to call and want to make an appointment and say, okay, we can see you next month or we can see you in 2 weeks. They want a place where whenever they have issues, they have concerns, that they're going to be able to have those addressed quickly. And again, that's something that's very important to us at Direct Primary Care Associates, that we provide quality care, that we provide our patients that may need procedures, quality procedures that are done by competent providers, that we provide them that time to spend, to talk with their provider, to talk about all of the things that are going on, not to have to wait, not for their time to be wasted, not to ever feel rushed. And that's something that we want to always provide to our community.
All right, Stacy, how can people reach you at Direct Primary Care Associates?
You can check us out at our website, directpca.com. You can also call us at our Cleveland office at 423-650-4831.
All right. Well, Stacy Cherie, there it is.
There it is.
Right there. SC.
SS.
Oh, it's spelled with an S.
SHEREE.
Well, it's not. Was a spelling bee? I mean, what are we doing here? All right, thanks, Stacy. Great to see you. Go buy me a Coke Zero. It is 8:32. Back in a second.
Brought to you by Newlywed Foods. Newlywed
Just call me a jerk.
Call
What's wrong with her?
223-559-0909 or visit newlywedfoods.jobs.net and search Cleveland Jobs. PhD Pharmacy in Cleveland is here to help you with your over-the-counter.
At Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory, the tradition was founded by Ralph and Stella Buckner and continued by Ralph Buckner Jr. and his wife, Shari Buckner. Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory is a tradition of service. Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory, caring for Cleveland families whenever they need them. Visit ralphbuckner.com. Mixed Mornings on Mixed TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mixed Mornings on MixedTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9. MixedTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this. Wonderful story from Cleveland State Community College. 3 generations of graduates coming in here. Can't wait for that. But before we do all that, Ashley, it's time to find out who won our Championship 1 wrestling tickets.
Congratulations, Troy George.
Troy George! Troy going to the big match is the old McDonald School tomorrow night. Doors open 7 o'clock and bell time at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Looking forward to that.
Our anniversary Lindsay Line Queen mattress is on sale now for only $499. A mattress you can flip and rotate just like you used to, but only at Mermaid Mattress.
Friday high today of 59, tomorrow a high of 57 and a low of 44 with partly sunny skies, and on Sunday 85% chance of rain, a high of 55 and a low of 39. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 51 degrees.
This Mix 104.1 Weathercast is sponsored by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of the aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland.
This half hour of Mixed Mornings is brought to you by Health Markets Insurance Agency. Chris Young in Cleveland will be with you every step of the way to find the insurance coverage that's right for you. Trust Health Markets for your health, life, Medicare, or supplemental plans. Call Chris Young at Health Markets Insurance Agency in Cleveland, 423-313-7987, or visit healthmarkets.com.
All right, it's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial. Hello, human kindness. And this report sponsored in part by Solutions Finance. Good morning, everyone, and welcome in. As we remind you, Bradley Central High School will play in a state semifinal today at 12:30 right here on Mix 104.1. We will have coverage at 12:30. We'll go on the air, actually, at noon today with our Hardee's pregame. But, again, it is going to be the state semifinal, Bradley and Cookeville, today right here on Mix 104.1. 12:30 Eastern, 11:30 Central. A lot of people heading over there today to Murfreesboro, to MTSU. And if Bradley wins today, they would play in the state championship game tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern Time. We would have that here on Mix 104.1 and the free Mix 104.1 app at mymix1041.com. All right, Bradley would either, and if Bradley wins today, they would play either Bartlett or Green Hill. That's the other semifinal. In 2A last night, McMinn Central over Gatlinburg-Pittman 62-50. As Central, the Chargerettes win. They'll play in the semifinals of 2A today. They'll play Gibson County at 5:30. Bradley Central High School wrestling coach Ben Smith announced his retirement yesterday. We had Ben in earlier. It was a great interview and very meaningful, very poignant. You can go back and watch that interview at mixedtv.tv. The SEC tournament in Nashville, UT Tennessee over Ole Miss 70-55 yesterday. Tennessee plays Missouri at 3 o'clock in the SEC tournament today on Talk 101.3 The Buzz, presented by TVFCU. Mississippi State over Florida 69-68 in overtime. Arkansas beat Auburn 76-73. Vanderbilt over LSU 77-68. And Patrick Ewing out at Georgetown. He is out after 6 years. Patrick Ewing, the coach there. Lee University, the Lee Lady Flames will be in a South Regional and NCAA Division II tonight in Tampa, right here on Mix 104.1 at 7:30, presented by CHI Memorial. Tomorrow, the Lee Flames, the men, will play West Georgia in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, in the NCAA Division II South Regional tomorrow night, 7:30. That will be here on Mix 104.1 or Talk 101.3 The Buzz. We'll just figure that out. All right, and don't forget, Mix Madness, presented by Kia of Cleveland. John Davis on his way in from Kia, and we'll have the brackets ready for you to fill out starting Sunday night at 7 o'clock right here on, on mymix1041.com. Well, boy, we've got a great interview right here. We were so inspired by this story, and we have got three ladies here, and I want to bring them in. And this was under the heading of 3 generations of graduates from Cleveland State Community College. I believe you're all related. Is that right? I think you are. Well, I want to say good morning to Debora Hickey. Debora, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. And if you'll get a little closer, and Ashley, help her out a little bit, if you will. There, maybe. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay. We have Tamika Hickey White. How are you, Tamika?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing good. Good to see you again. And we have Cycy White. Cycy, how are you?
I'm good.
All right, so I'm just going to begin with the first graduate here. Debora, we're talking about Cleveland State Community College. Yes. Tell me about your time there.
I started Cleveland State back in 1974, and I started in the business program. And when I looked at the catalog and saw all the math courses, I thought there's no way I'm taking all this math. So I literally got the catalog flipped through to see which course did not have lots of math.
I'm right there with you, by the way. I agree.
And nursing was one of those.
Okay.
One of those courses.
Okay.
I don't knock your stand.
Well, that's okay. It's old. That's okay.
But I had a desire to go into nursing prior to that, and with nursing, I started 74 taking my prerequisites. Lots of anatomy, microbiology, of course the English, psychology courses. And then I started the nursing program in 1975, wow, which is a 2-year program to do all the courses. And I graduated in 1977, loved the nursing program, loved learning about the human body, loved anatomy and physiology. So it was just a wonderful experience being at Cleveland State.
And tell us, what did you do following Cleveland State?
Well, immediately after graduation, I graduated in June of 1977, started to work at Bradley Memorial Hospital on the night shift, and that's usually where most new nurses start out, either night shift 11 to 7 a.m., 11 p.m. to 7 a.m.
Yep.
And I did that for, probably 3 years. Night shift almost killed me.
Yeah, I bet.
And by then I had a new baby, which was Tamika.
Oh, my goodness.
She was actually born. I did my psych nursing rotation in July of 1976. She was born 2 days after I took my final.
Oh, my word. Did you know Virginia Hartline by any chance at Bradley Memorial Hospital?
I'm sure I did.
That's my grandmother. She worked there for about that same time, worked in the lab for many, many years.
Yes. Oh, yes,
yeah.
I knew her.
Many years. Many years. All right, so we're just going to go from Debora to Tamika Hickey White. So we just heard about your birth. So first of all, congratulations. Let's talk about you at Cleveland State. Tell me about it.
Well, I went to Cleveland State 1996. I had just gotten back from being an exchange student, so I enrolled at Cleveland State and just took general business or general, prerequisites for the course for a general transfer degree they had at the time, and just spent 2 years there, and that's really all I got to say.
Well, let me ask you this: so, where you say you were an exchange student? Where were you?
I lived in Uruguay.
Wow, how was that?
That was phenomenal. I was there for 11 months.
Wow.
So yeah, I did that after high school so that I could become fluent in Spanish, of course.
Very
but
good.
yeah, so when I got back to Cleveland State, I had no idea, or got back to the States, I had no idea what I wanted to do. So I was like, let's just go to Cleveland State and see where I can find some direction.
What did you do post Cleveland State?
I
After
went to UTK for 1 year, and then I transferred to UTC.
Very good. Very good. Now, Cycy, how are you?
I'm doing all right.
So you're the youngest of the three generations. Let me ask you this before I talk about Cleveland State. What does this mean to have your mother, your grandmother here with you and really pave the way at Cleveland State?
I'm honored. I'm blessed. I'm glad to do this with them. So I'm just happy to be here.
And I understand, I read the article that Andrea did a tremendous job, Andrea Byerly. Tell me about your time there, and I believe you're a recent graduate maybe, or when did you graduate?
I graduated in 2019.
Oh, okay, so it's been a few years.
Yeah.
Tell me about your time at Cleveland State.
So I went there for basketball, and I played there my first year, and then I got injured and was like, well, I guess I'll just go to school. So I was just in business, and after I graduated, I just started working and just kind of trying to make money. And then I got in this demo program. It was a 3-month program, and I was like, I've always loved how my teeth were, and I like when people smile. It makes me feel better. I know they probably feel better. So I was like, let me just get into it. So I started that, and then, yeah, I graduated, and now I'm in the field.
Oh, are you really? Yeah. So you're working in dentistry?
I am.
Very, very good. Very good. Well, I want to go back to you, Deborah. What does it mean to have your daughter, your granddaughter, just experiencing a lot of the same that you did back in the late 70s?
It's an honor, really. I was the first graduate in my generation.
Wow.
For my family.
Wow.
So for my daughter and my granddaughter both, and really at the time when they were going, it didn't really hit me that it was 3 generations that had been to Cleveland State. So it is an honor to have them following my footsteps and to get the experience to be there because not everyone has the opportunity to go to college.
We've seen Cleveland State change so much. New buildings. I don't. You probably didn't have the nursing building, did you, when you were there? Were you in the medical building? The new building they've just about 2021, I think. Yeah. So anyway, so many changes, so many new things at Cleveland State. What does that mean to you?
Well, one of the things that honors me about Cleveland State, it's an institute of learning. Where the nursing building was when I went there. It was back in the 60s, or back even before then. It was an all-black grammar school. Wow. In that exact location. Wow. And where the new nursing building is now used to be a church. Wow. It was an African-American church. Wow. So it's always been, to me, it's always been a learning environment where that campus is.
Absolutely. And I want to ask you the same thing. You know, Tamika, we see the changes, the growth at Cleveland State. What does that mean to you personally?
Well, I guess it just signifies, the importance of Cleveland State in this area, that it's a school that it's been going on forever. Yeah. It's been here and it's going to continue to grow. So just I just appreciate Cleveland State for how they've, like I said, in the article I mentioned that they were pretty much, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but they were there to kind of help guide me to get me to the next level. So it just means that they were here then, they're here now, and they'll continue on.
And now Cycy. So what's all the growth, what's all this meant to you?
Sometimes I'm like, why did it have to happen after? Because I wanted to experience it too. But, I'm happy for the next generation. It's like they get to see more coming to it. And like they said, it's a learning environment. So, of course, they're going to start trying to get resources to expand the learning.
Well, listen, we had such wonderful feedback when we put your story out there, and you all three of you are so well thought of here, and so we wanted to have you in and talk to you in person, and I really, really appreciate you coming in this morning.
Oh, thank you
It's
very
just
much.
great. I think it's inspiring to people. I really do. 3 generations of graduates at Cleveland State. Again, Debora Hickey, Tamika Hickey White, and Cycy White. And we really, really appreciate you coming in.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you very, very much. And we're going to take a break. Stand by. Mix 1041, mixtv.tv.
It's the Carl's Jr. and Hardee's Happy Star. And the famous Star Burger. And the Superstar Burger. So many stars. My Rewards members get exclusive offers on the Carl's Jr. and Hardee's app.
It's time for Bradley County to start talking about fentanyl. Did you know, in 2021, there were over 20 overdose deaths related to fentanyl in our town? ATS The Bridge is committed to educating and spreading awareness about drug abuse and bring a message of hope to our community. Our community is worth it. Even if substance abuse is the last thing to worry about with your kid, their awareness can help save a friend. For more info, visit atsthebridge.org. ATS The Bridge. Speaking out against drugs, speaking up with a message of hope. Visit atsthebridge.org.
Hey, it's Josh with Wholesale Supply. Our team members have been serving the Southeast with the best plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products for the past 75 years. Founded in Cleveland, Tennessee, Wholesale Supply has everything you need, from water heaters to kitchen faucets, from lighting to septic tanks. We literally sell it all. Don't believe me? Stop by one of our 32 stores across the Southeast and check it out for yourself. And tell them Josh sent you. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
From Lookout Mountain to Cleveland, from Red Bank to Collegedale, luxury lives here.
Chattanooga Auto Square is your home for premium luxury automobiles.
And we have the largest selection in all of Chattanooga of pre-owned vehicles from every major brand.
Chattanooga Auto Square, Jaguar, Land Rover, Porsche, Infiniti.
Luxury lives here.
At some point in your life, you may be faced with a legal challenge, whether it be a personal injury, business dispute, or family matter. Our goal is to overcome your legal obstacles and get your life back on track.
If you or a loved one have been injured or have legal issues confronting you and your family, talk with someone on our team. We will investigate your problem to determine the facts and the law. Working together, we can develop a plan to obtain the result you deserve.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
This is Thomas Williams with Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Stop by today and take advantage of Bradley County's largest pre-owned inventory. Or visit cleveland-nissan.com, home of the lifetime warranty.
G-rated show.
Oh, no, well, sometimes. John Davis, general manager, Kia of Cleveland. Well, I got an outfit in my office I'm going to change into that is the town square also. Well, listen, we got Mixed Madness coming up. It's a fun time of the year, and you and I taped a commercial last year, a TV spot. Hey, Austin, are you guys going to run that again this year? Is that what's happening?
Austin?
Yes, Gideon was working on editing it yesterday, so it should be ready sometime today.
What's he having to edit? Because it says 2022 on it? Is that the deal?
Yeah, just changing the dates.
Remember that? We did that last
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
over at the Y?
You made some baskets.
Well, it was all editing. I rarely didn't make anything. I just, just CGI or whatever you call it. What's going on at Kia Cleveland right now?
Man, we were rolling them out. We just had a record break in February. Yep. We sold 174 cars.
Man!
And Kia is sending us some cars, so this is the time for March Madness.
Have you done the new radio spot yet? I don't know if I've heard it.
Yeah, it's easy as 1, 2, 3.
Just roll tape. Just roll tape. So why do you think Kia of Cleveland is so popular? Setting records, biggest Kia dealer a lot of times in the entire state. Why is that?
Well, Steve, I hope it's about our philosophy inside the walls at the dealership. I instruct all my salesmen to treat, if my mom comes on that lot or my wife comes on there, I want them to be treated with dignity and respect. And we make it really easy as 1, 2, 3. In all of our used cars, we have a folder that has a Carfax in it, that has a repair order in it, what we've done to the car to get it ready to go, if it's had a new set of tires, brakes, or whatever. And then we have a book value saying what that car's worth. And most of the time, we're lower than that.
Wow. And so that's what's happening. What are some of the vehicles that are really flying off the lot? What's popular right now at Kia of Cleveland?
Listen, if it's got Kia on the front of it, it's popular right now. They got a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, and most of the cars are getting closer to 40 miles a gallon, so that makes sense for people.
Yeah.
And the technology on the inside's above par for everybody in the market, so we make it easy to buy, and Kia has a great product.
All right, so today and tomorrow at Kia of Cleveland, people just need to come out and see you as we get toward the middle of March. It's March, so
March Madness.
Oh yeah, and we're really heating up here. We got the conference championship tournaments this weekend. Obviously, you got to be excited about Bradley Central High School, the Bearettes, and the state semis at 12:30 today.
Absolutely, I can't wait for it coming on 12:30. Right,
12:30 here on Mix. Yeah,
can't wait to hear.
It's gonna be good. Kia of Cleveland is our naming rights sponsor. They present our Mixed Madness. We've been doing it about 20 years now, and I'm proud to say that we have the biggest March Madness contest by participation of anybody in the Chattanooga area and not just Cleveland, so we're excited about that. So Kia of Cleveland stepped up last year and stepping up this year. You got a big prize. So what's happening? What grand prize?
I think we've got a 75-inch flat screen TV.
Oh, yes!
Yeah.
I love it.
So if you're going to watch it, you ought to watch it in style, right?
You got it. You got that right. So 75-inch flat screen television, the big grand prize, Kia of Cleveland. Now, your Georgia dogs.
What's that?
Your Georgia Bulldogs.
Oh yeah.
Probably not going to be in the tournament.
Yeah, I'm probably not even picking them, right?
Yeah, probably. Well, you won't have the option, sadly.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a 49er shirt. John comes in and says, "Oh, I like your Georgia shirt there, Steve." You know.
Still looks like a Georgia shirt to me.
I mean, it's got some bread in it, but whatever. John, thank you very much for being a part of this, man.
Steve, really, it's madness.
Come on!
I can't wait. Have you got your bracket number?
Well, we're going to start come out Sunday.
I don't need to tell my bracket number here on TV yet.
Well, you can if you want. Go ahead.
It's going to be the same as last year. Easy as 1, 2, 3.
We got some of these guys that'll put a slogan on there or something. I think it's brilliant. Do it. That's great. John, thank you, buddy. Anything else you want to add before we go?
Hey, Steve, I'm so glad that I'm here at 104.1 this morning. I listen to you and Bridget every morning. I've heard you this morning, and I just appreciate everything that you do for the community. And we're going to be selling cars all day long.
All day long, today and tomorrow.
That's right. Come on and see us.
Kia of Cleveland. John, how do they get more information about Kia of Cleveland?
Well, you can call at 423-693-0505, or you can check us out on the website, and we've got people there answering the phones right now.
All right, buddy. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Big 75-inch flat screen television. John's made the announcement for Kia of Cleveland. They present Mix Madness, which Sunday night at about 7 o'clock. Go to mymix1041.com. Get your bracket filled out. It'll be official Sunday night. There's the Kia of Cleveland website if you're watching Mix TV. So anyway, do that on Sunday evening. We're going to come right back. We'll do a final check of birthdays and then announce the I got to ask you, what's your middle name? We've been doing, today is National Middle Name Day.
It is.
So what is your middle name? We've been doing a contest.
People can search me out on the web that way, right?
Oh, sure.
John Jason.
John Jason. JJ.
Yeah, JJ.
JJ Davis. I like it. That's from now on. You're JJ Davis.
I'm tagged.
I had it the first time. All right.
He just can't help it, can you?
I can't. So, Ashley, we're going to give away the Marthians. Yes. We've had an amazing amount of people texting and calling their middle names, and we'll do that here in a few minutes, just after 9, so stand by for that. Stay with us. When it comes to protecting what matters most.
Remember Me Senior Care is Cleveland's first assisted living and memory care neighborhood. They specialize in assisted living for those who are still active with a community of indoor and outdoor activities. They also provide memory care living for those who are facing life with dementia. Learn more online at remembermesc.com or call their office and set up an in-person visit at 423-473-3140. Remember Me Senior Care, a culture of care your loved one deserves. Direct Primary Care Associates, your place for health care. Fast access and on-time visits with no deductibles and no copays. The one-on-one time with a member of the talented staff makes going to the doctor a better experience. Direct Primary Care Associates offers telemedicine services and can do all routine labs. Check out all the ways Direct Primary Care Associates can help you and your family at directpca.com or call them at 650-4831. Direct Primary Care Associate. It's not insurance, it's health care.
Why Rhino come to Best Buy Metals?
For 20 years, Best Buy Metals has provided permanent steel roofing. Additionally, we've expanded to manufacture metal siding, including steel, board and batten, and traditional lap siding. We also offer custom pole barns, from a simple roof-only structure to a fully enclosed building. Stop by one of our 7 showrooms today or visit us online 24/7 at bestbuymetalroof.com.
Morning, everybody. My name is Doug Vierthal, General Manager, Cleveland Ford. As you can see, the long-awaited construction build has begun. We are definitely, so everybody knows in the community, expanding to support and to service the community. When you pull in, it looks a little bit confusing. We are open during business. Everybody should know that we have a bunch of new Fords in inventory. We have Broncos, we have F-150s, as well as a bunch of orders coming in weekly and monthly. If you need anything, you can reach me. My name is Doug Vierthaler. Look forward to talking to y'all soon.
Serenity Funeral Homes. Convenient, caring, affordable. Cleveland's most affordable funeral home. Completely remodeled. Offering cremations as low as $5.95. Funerals, $15.95. SerenityofCleveland.com. When trust matters most.
This Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute, your regional leaders in vascular care. February is Heart Month. What do you know about cardiovascular disease? Here are some fast facts to remember. 52% of high blood pressure deaths, the silent killer, occur in women. Every 40 seconds, someone in the United States will have a myocardial infarction. Stroke accounts for approximately 1 of every 19 deaths in the United States, on average every 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Many cardiac and stroke events can be prevented through education and lifestyle changes. Take the time to sustain your changes and control the risk factors that can be managed, such as establishing a primary care provider, exercising daily and eating a healthy diet, maintaining your diabetes, blood pressure, and cholesterol, and quitting smoking. For more information about vascular disease, visit vascularinstituteofchattanooga.com or call their office at 423-602-2750 to be evaluated. No referral is needed and appointments are within 1 week.
We're here at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
We are here with great service. We're here. We're here.
We're here.
We're here with great deals. We're here for you.
So come get huge Nissan savings when you shop Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland and Cleveland-Nissan today. Home of the exclusive lifetime warranty.
Bender Realty is proud to have 3 agents who've been in real estate for over 40 years. The experts at Bender Realty don't just live here, they volunteer and contribute to the community in our area.
Our involvement in the community of who being able to reach out to, whether it's city planner, county planner, economic development committee, to help you bring new businesses into the Cleveland area. We're all involved and we're able to keep up with what's going on and what's coming into Cleveland.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty. Mixed Mornings on Mix TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mixed Mornings on MixTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9, MixTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this. 401 at 9:03, and we're going to do a final check of our Simmons Bank celebration list, and then we're just gonna move on here and give you a couple of program reminders, and get out of your way, and then we'll have some great music for you and all that sort of thing throughout the day. All right, Ashley, let's do a final check of our Simmons Bank celebration list with Led Zeppelin. All
righty. Jonathan Fickelsheimer, happy birthday. Stacia Shahan has a birthday today. Dr. Bill Estes at Lee University is celebrating today. Maylee Calhoun is 7. Michelle Morgan, a teacher at Parkview, has a birthday today. Sean and Pamela Hobbs, it's their 22nd wedding anniversary. And Grayson Pike is 8, and that's from Mom and Dad. Now for Saturday, Mark and Holly Kelsey is celebrating their 23rd wedding anniversary. Ashton Estrada and Wade Patterson, the pastor at Spring Place, also has a birthday. And on Sunday, Rod Howell has a birthday, and also Stephanie Austin with Tenova. If you have a birthday or anniversary you want to add to the Simmons Bank celebration list for today or through the rest of the weekend, you can call us on the volunteer Ritapest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text that number for the HHM text line or do it on our website, mymix1041.com.
We got the Sweet Caroline Cheesecake Prize Package we'll give away here in a few minutes. 9:04. Today's National Middle Name Appreciation Day. We got JJ still over here in the corner, so that's nice. JJ Walker, JJ Davis. Ashley, what are we hearing? We've got a ton of people calling and texting, that sort of thing.
Yeah, we have Jessica Nicole Melton.
Okay.
Joey Paul Ezel.
All right.
Stephanie Jo Anderson. Sarah Jean Crisp. Cheryl Yvonne Holloway. And Chuck Lee Evans are some new ones we have.
All right, so that's good. And your middle name is?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. My middle name is Stephen with a PH. And my first name then is Robert. So yeah. What?
Yep, there's a gnat.
Yeah, we know. It's probably from Austin. He hasn't bathed this week. So anyway. All right. So there you go. We'll give away a free entree from Martha Ann's coming up. Final check now, though, of the Mix 1041 Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast. Roger Cecil Pickett, ladies and gentlemen.
You think the mattress business is competitive? You bet it is. And no matter how many out-of-town chains come to town, Mermaid Mattress will always be your local place to get a better mattress at a better price.
All right, a high of 59 today with partly sunny skies. On Saturday, a high of 57 and a low of 45 with partly cloudy skies. And on Sunday, a high of 56 with a low of 39 and 85% chance of rain. Your Simply Bank temperature right now is 52 degrees.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Springdale Heating and Air. Old-fashioned friendly and always more than your money's worth. 479-6363.
All right, as we end the broadcast here at 9:06, final reminders for you. Bradley Central High School, the Barretts will play in the state semifinals today. Tip-off at 12:30 Eastern over in Murfreesboro at MTSU. Now, they are the second game of the day, so it's approximately 12:30. We'll go on the air at noon with the Hardee's pregame show, so join us for that here on Mix 1041. The pregame show will also be on MixTV.tv. So the Barretts in Cookeville, 12:30 Eastern, 11:30, there's that net, 11:30 Central here on Mix 1041 and on your phone and mobile device through the free Mix 1041 app. Download it at mymix1041.com. Our coverage supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. If Bradley wins today, they would play in the state championship game tomorrow afternoon at 2:30. And they would play either Bartlett or Green Hill. Okay, that's the other semifinals. If the Bearettes win today, they will play in the championship tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern, 1:30 Central at the Murphy Center at MTSU. So, of course, we would have that here on Mix 1041 and your phone and mobile devices through the Mix 1041 app. Let me also remind you that, as we said, Mix Madness presented by Kia of Cleveland officially starts Sunday. The conference tournaments and everything will wrap Sunday midday. The brackets will be finalized Sunday night by 7 o'clock, as usual, Selection Sunday. Go to our website about 7 o'clock, or even a little before that, mymix1041.com. You'll have until Thursday at noon to fill your brackets out. I would not wait that long. I have, and I got locked out one year. So anyway, do that. And it's presented by Kia of Cleveland. John Davis, or JJ, has announced that it's a 75-inch flat-screen television as the grand prize this year. We have thousands of dollars in prizes from other great sponsors. So do that. That's it. So I will see you again, or you will hear us again at noon today when we come back on the air at noon for the Hardee's pregame show prior to the Bearette State semifinals game with Cookeville at about 12:30 tip-off. Ashley, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
No, God bless and go Bears today.
Well, okay, thanks. That's beautiful.
You can't be mean about that.
Oh, man, I tell you, that got me right there.
I can't. I'm so glad you're not going to be here Monday.
No, there's no public announcement yet. I mean, no one said that.
You said yesterday it was a women's show.
I didn't say. Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's Ladies' Day. All right, Austin, anything you'd like to add here?
No, I'm like Ashley. I'm looking forward to my week without you.
No.
See, I just said Monday.
John, I just
said Monday. Austin ratted you out the whole week.
I know. Does your staff love you like they do me here? Oh, well. No, I probably won't. Bye. We're going to get back to music.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studio.